Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is the second stream for today. Yeah, it's kind of the first time I've ever done this. Twice in a row, we're gonna be streaming here. This one's gonna be much shorter than the last one. In the sense that this is going to be a design stream. I do have Illustrator up, ready to go. Everything's kind of ready to go. I know that the thumbnail has Adobe XD on the thumbnail. I'm going to change it, don't worry. I do want to like change, well, I guess I'll just call it like design stream, but I wanted to find, I just wanted to use a thumbnail as a placeholder. It's going to change to something a bit more fitting to what's this whole series thing. But anyway, so today is a UX writing challenge. Whereas the next two design streams, the one on Wednesday and the one on Friday, are going to be more focused on the VTuber website. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and get really started. Let's get started. Hold on, let me get this up and running. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go and get started, and that is our goal. Right, we're gonna go and figure out what that is, and it's actually like extremely easy. Like I wouldn't be surprised if this lasts any more than like 30 minutes. But anyway, so some updates. So I kind of left you guys off this morning in a little bit of a cliffhanger because a potential job responded back to me, and they are interested in having a little bit of an interview. Now I did send them an email, and they have yet to respond, but let's hope that tomorrow they end up doing so, like maybe in the morning, maybe around the same time that they responded. They said that to either talk today or tomorrow, and because it wasn't today, most likely tomorrow. And looking at the actual job listing, that you can believe this if you want, but the job listing online mentioned that there were only 8 applicants, and I was one of them. So maybe that might mean, the fact that they reached out to me, that maybe I passed like their preliminary check, right? Maybe others weren't as good as me or something like that. I don't know, but we'll see. After basically a year of searching, finally something decided to show up, and well, we're not quite done yet, but it's the biggest step in the right direction since basically the start of the pandemic. So it's a little bit both exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time. It's kind of like, you have this opportunity, you don't want to drop it. So that's why I'm cautiously optimistic about what's going to happen tomorrow if they ever do end up calling. I'll definitely be waking up early, right, for both the stream and, just to make sure that I don't get a phone call from them without, out of nowhere and I'm like half asleep or I'm fully asleep, right? And luckily this place also kind of posted their pay, and the money would be really good because I can invest a lot more into the stream. And I mean, I feel like I have quite a bit, but just before the stream started, I was looking at a stream deck, right? Something to sort of like switch between different like loadouts, different like scenes. I was kind of like looking at that because I felt like that'd be like super useful for me. I was debating on like either getting like a stream deck or straight up like getting a third party what's it called, like a like a macro key kind of thing, right? They still kind of like imagine like a 3x3 numpad situation that you can like macro it up for like $50 or something. We'll see what I decide on, what I end up on getting. What would I end up getting? But I feel like that's like super useful, especially for like switching between scenes and stuff. Maybe I might just, save a little bit of money and just use like, function keys on my keyboard, like FN or like control whatever to do those things. But, for now we're just going to be clicking away. Yeah. So as for this design stream, the goal for today is, drum roll, easy. So the scenario is as follows. The user entered the wrong email address to sign into their account. And the challenge is simply to tell the user to enter the right email. I know, really, really, really easy, but you'd be surprised on how, finicky that could be. So let's go and put ourselves in the shoes of the person who has had this happen to them. Right, let's say I'm signing up for a program, I'm signing up for a website or an app, and all of a sudden, I'm putting in my email and I forget to, I misspell Gmail, or, well, maybe I forget to put the @ symbol, because I doubt that it's going to be like checking to see if the email is correct. I don't think the program is really there, or the app, whatever, is actually checking like a database of active emails to see if this is like real or not. I think what it's looking for is especially that .com part at the end, or that .something at the end. That's what I've noticed that a lot of websites typically do, where you can put whatever you want. Like you can just like smack the keyboard straight up and enter @ and then gmail.com, and it'll say, yeah, that's an email. So I think what needs to be there is the @ and the .com. So in this case, so we can sort of like use that to our advantage when it comes to writing our little response, but also, right, we need to tell the user that they need to type it in again. And this is probably going to be like pretty easy. So we're going to spend a lot of time actually designing the website itself. So, maybe do a little bit of like website design practice in the meantime. But anyway, so all we're doing is simply creating a little bit of a message that says, hey, buddy, you've entered the wrong email, or, well, I think it's kind of worded interesting, right? It says tell the user to enter the right email. I think it means to tell the user to enter in a proper email, or an email that has the @ and the .com. Oh, actually, never mind. The wrong email to sign into their account. Okay, so never mind. I kind of read the wrong thing. I thought it was talking about like the sign up process. Yeah, like for a moment I was like, what? Yeah, so ignore everything that I just said right now. The users entered the wrong email address to sign into their account. So it's basically, yeah, like they've entered it in, but it's wrong. So, yeah, like checking back with whatever database they have the email saved, whatever company, we need to go and tell them that it is wrong. So, it can be something as simple as, oh, you've entered in the wrong email, or looks like we haven't found anything. Or looks like that doesn't exist, or looks like that wasn't it. Let's try again. I think that might be a good one. Like you can say, oh, guess that wasn't it, or that wasn't it. Let's try again. Right? Let's be friendly again. I like this conversational friendly aspect to like, UX writing. I feel like being conversational and being like, human is really good, especially for like smaller, well, not smaller, but for, products that are not like, incredibly ubiquitous like YouTube and Apple or something like that. So anyway, so now one other thing that we need to figure out is, since we're going to be spending most of our time designing the actual like website itself, and really like the sign in thing is gonna like take a couple like seconds, really, or not seconds, it's gonna take a couple minutes. We kind of already have what we want to write anyway. I mean, 40 characters, that's quite a bit. But anyway, so let's think about like what app would be good. So maybe like let's see, we can do something like some video app, or a video website, right? I don't know. Do you want to do an app, or let's do a website? I want to do a website. Websites are really cool. So let's go ahead and switch on over to XD. So let's just go ahead and switch on over to that. Let me minimize you and make you bigger. There we go. So here we have our little scene here. Let me go ahead and minimize that. So we're going to go and keep it a plain white screen. So, oh yeah, this is the prompt. I forgot. So this is like the prompt that I use to like write down the thing. Anyway, let me go ahead and close that. So this is the page that we're going to be using for our writing purposes. So you can see why I wanted to have a little bit of a stream deck, right? To make this a little bit of a smoother experience. But anyway, so here we are in Illustrator. Again, I would have done this in Adobe XD, but I'm a bit more comfortable in Illustrator as of right now to do this. And, with Adobe XD, I like to prepare things beforehand, but I feel like this is way too easy to like just do it all in XD. So anyway, let's go ahead and talk about sort of dimensions. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and create another rectangle. And we're going to be creating the guideline. So we're going to call this layer the guideline layer. Guideline layer. So this is what's going to help us sort of keep everything organized. So I also want to make it like a lightish blue, like something like this, like a bright blue. There we go. Something a little bit brighter. There we go. So this is going to help us sort of like see, yes, basically see. So we're going to go ahead and basically come over here to this corner and drag it all the way to the end. I also want it to be, Let's see, interesting how there's properties. I don't want this to be like that. I want the color to be, again, like this bright blue. There we go. So here we go. So now I'm going to go ahead and hold shift, and then I'm going to keep its size. So what I want to do is find, I want to go ahead and have an even distance between this corner over here and this corner over here. Have you ever noticed in some websites they have like this padding over here where they don't really have anything over here? This is to sort of accommodate for people's web browser sizes. So we're going to do something very similar where we want to go ahead and have like the main content be sort of in the center of the screen and maybe navigation be on the left side. But I want main stuff to be right here most of the time. Yeah, so mostly here. Okay, so we're going to go and keep this here. And we're actually going to go ahead and go all the way up to maybe there. And this can go all the way down really. So this is going to be where the main content of our where the main content is going to be. So we're going to go ahead and name that layer that. We're going to call this the main content guideline. So a little bit of a, this helps out with organization later on, right? Main content guidelines. So this is what's going to help us the most. So this is what I would have done in Adobe XD. Actually, almost this exact same color, this blue, to help us know that this is where main content is going to be once we actually get to that. So now we're going to go ahead and talk about logo work. So logo work is going to be over here. So whatever the logo may be. Or actually, let's go ahead and do this. Let me get view and rulers out. So with these rulers, we're going to go ahead and kind of put them here. So this is going to help out a little bit more. And then we're going to go and grab these, come up here. And I want to do one more, and that is right here. Right. So what this is going to do is all our navigation buttons are going to be kind of inside of this area here, or is going to be within here. So then content will be, maybe we add a little bit of a buffer. There we go. So content will be, below this line right here. So there's going to be a little bit of space between the content itself and the actual area. But in terms of, again, the content, the logo is going to be right here. And, sign in will be over here. Remember, we're kind of creating this padding so that we have enough space to do whatever we want. And then navigation will also kind of be over here. It's going to be, somewhat like YouTube. Or we can actually have the logo straight up over here and navigation be here. But as long as navigation is here, we're good to go. Logo can be over here for all I really care. So yeah, navigation will be on over to the top left. Navigation will be in the top left. And do I want to make sign in? No, sign in will stay within the content area because that's kind of what's important. The logo can be, added elsewhere, I think. Or if we were to if we were able to make the actual logo thing, the web page itself smaller, that'd be better. Actually, is this in the center? Oh, that's not the center. Oh, it wasn't in the center. Okay, hold on. Let me fix this. There you go. That's a little bit better. And actually, excuse me for quite a moment. Let me go ahead and turn off notifications. Let me do just Task Manager straight up. I'm going to just shut down, let's see, Origin and Task. Let's do Discord and Task. Let's do Steam and Task. Let's do anything else needs to be ended immediately. Doesn't look like it. Oh, Ubisoft end. Okay, I think we're good to go now. Okay, so back to this. So we have ourselves our basic layout. So now we need to come up with a logo. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make up some random company. I'll just call it, I don't know, video with 2 eyes. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this, and we're gonna go ahead and lock it because we want this to sort of stay in place. We're gonna go and create a new layer, and we're gonna call this we're gonna just call this the logo. So logo, we're just gonna go ahead and type this here. We're gonna call it video. I don't know, something really simple, right? And then let's go ahead and choose a font. I'm gonna go ahead and choose just a simple old sans serif font, something nice and easy. Let's go ahead and do that one, and we're gonna make it a little bit thicker. like that. There you go. This could be a good like logo for a video I don't know, a video sharing service. So video, and now just some random logo. So let's do like something super easy. So let's do something like it goes up, it goes here, and it kind of stops right here. Let's go ahead and do like a red for now. And I kind of want to copy and paste this. Huh? Something simple. I mean, we are just doing something super easy here. Let's just make this a little bit thicker. Let's go ahead and do object, path, outline stroke, and I want like these corners here to be like rounded. And now we have some like play button thing. I also want to go ahead and kind of create a little bit of a, you know, make it look a little bit prettier with a, oh, come on, turn it. There we go. A little bit of a fade going on, a little bit of a gradient going on out of fade. Let's see. Let's go ahead and figure out our corporate colors here. Let's go with a purplish color. Let's modify it a little bit more. And now the upper purple, well, it's gonna be a derivative of that. Let's make it like this. How does that look? Make it really distinct like that. There we go. And there you go. There's our logo. Something super simple, super quick. No. Or we don't even need to have this like here actually. We can just have the logo be right here. Something that like people can come back to. There we go, like that. Right in the middle of all of this. Okay, so we have our logo. And now we need to go ahead and, well, let's just call it that. Yeah, so our logo is here. So now we can go ahead and lock that boy up, and let's go ahead and do the navigation layer. Navigation, or let's do search bar. So this is going to be where we're going to search. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock this for a second and make this opacity like nothing. There you go. And lock it again. So now we're going to go and create a little bit of a search bar. So search bars are pretty easy. So I like to actually start with a rectangle because you can kind of modify the shape as we go. So it's going to be very YouTube-esque because kind of YouTube kind of perfected the art of, you know, video sharing. So we're going to go ahead and probably do something like that. Or let's make it thinner, maybe a little bit thinner. And going to go ahead and curve the edges here. And now we're going to go and make it a grayish color. Or we can make it off-whitish. And we're going to get back to that in a second. I want a little bit more off-whitish. Don't worry about it. I do have a plan. We're going to add a little bit of a shadow underneath. Or we can do that now, actually. I just want this to go away for a second. We can add a shadow to this, actually. And I like to do shadows like this. And we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of a darker gray. Do a... Not this. Effect. Blur. Blur. Make it a little bit big. And let's see. Can we add it like behind? It kind of like pops out. That's what we want. Oh. Make it like that. And now we're going to go ahead and bring down the opacity a little bit so it looks a little bit like, more natural, like it's kind of floating out to you like that. There we go. We want maybe a little darker actually. No, that's fine. So if we were to turn off this layer, this is what we have so far. So this is our search bar. You see, it looks a little bit like cool, like you get to a little 3D effect here. And our logo, oh yeah, wait. Logo looking sick. Let's go ahead and like center these guys. There you go. So now once again, if we turn this off, it looks a little bit neater, look at that. And now we're gonna go ahead and do let's go ahead and lock these guys in place. Actually, no, we're not done with the search bar. We need to make a little search icon. Of course, everybody loves iconography. So we're gonna make a little like purple dude. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the fill. We're gonna go and do this. I'm just gonna go ahead and steal the purple that's here. Okay, I guess we'll try to go get as close as possible to the purple then, if it doesn't want to work with me. I think it's more blue. We want it to be kind of muted. Yeah, like a this kind of color. Switch you to. Kind of thick. We're gonna see, is this a good size for here? Oh, move. Okay, there you go. Let's go ahead and like resize. Okay, and now all we need is our little doohickey. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Object, path, offset, group them together. There we go. We have a little magnifying glass now. Turn it like this because people, like to see that icon like that. And let's see. Let's make it a little bit like faded. Like that. There you go. So there you go. There's our search bar. And now let's go ahead and make like the sign up process. So if we kind of go ahead and unlock this again, let's go ahead or let's do like the profile part. And this is where we're going to do our error message. So we're going to go ahead and do above, and we're going to go and call this the sign in area. Yeah, sign in area. It's going to be right over here. So with most websites, what they have is, they have the profile picture in the far right, and then like other sort of navigation stuffs over here. We're just going to do like a settings and then like the actual profile picture. So the profile picture itself, I'm probably not going to like do a whole lot to it. I'll probably just do something like, something like, those like character stuffs, like, or do like a, something like, like those little caricatures that you see, like the little person. So how do you do the little person thing? Pretty easy. So we're gonna go and do a little circle here, and I'm gonna just like do a white and bring him right here, like so. Make sure these two guys are aligned. There we go. And now I just like to do this. Make it also white. Bring him over here. You see a little guy. Make a little chubby. Or maybe not, that doesn't look too good. Make him nice and fat maybe, or maybe just a bigger head. That could be fine. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and we're gonna go ahead and sort of like do something like this. And I'm gonna go ahead and remove this guy. So now it's just this. There you go. Maybe a little bit smaller. Right, nice in the middle. And now we need to do a, let's see. Oh, yeah, because, okay, so he hasn't signed in yet. So we have to go ahead and do like the sign in button, or the sign in like text. So sign in. And this is going to be, let's see, does medium look good? Medium does look good. Make it a little bit smaller. Let's do a 12-point font and make it a little bit closer to this. In the middle, let's make sure this is also in the middle. There we go. So the sign in will be like that. Will be a little bit closer, I think. Maybe it's a little too thick though. Let's go to regular. And I do want it to be the same color as this. So, okay, when YouTube is clicked, let's go ahead and do like this. Watch this. Let's see what this looks like for a second. Lower the opacity on this. What does that look like if we like bring this over here? Like, you know, like if it was clicked. Let me click on the text. Okay. Maybe lower it a little bit more. I just want to have like the, you know, the fact, you know, give it at least like some type of physical or some type of response that you actually like clicked it. Okay. Sign in. And let's do like a little, well, okay, well, let's keep it like this. So let's go ahead and see, what does it look like now? If we move the guidelines, so there we go. So there's that little website template. So there's a search bar, there's a sign in button. Yeah, and our content will be down here. So cool. And our little logo. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good so far. Cool. All right, let's make sure that everything is kind of aligned real quick. I just want to like do, does that look like it's in the middle? Actually, never mind. Actually, never mind. I could wait. Highlight all three, and let's go ahead and do like a. I go. So that's in the middle now. Okay. So now let's make sure that everything that's like in here, or let's button. I'm gonna make it group together, and this thing too. Go and group this guy together. This is gonna be the only one that we have to do kind of manually, I think. I want these guys to be like aligned. Okay. Oh. I think that's halfway. Button time. Halfway point. Oh, it doesn't look like it's halfway. Oh, because we should make this the same. Okay. Sign in process. And yeah, that's fine. Okay. And this is going to be like the only thing that we need to like be careful of. And you're almost centered. There you go. Okay, cool. So that is everything centered. Nice. Let's go ahead and Get rid of you and get rid of you. There you go. So that's everything so far, the sign in process. And now we're going to go ahead and bring this back up again. And now we're just going to go ahead and create like mock videos. So we're going to go ahead and line of lock all these. And we're going to go ahead and boop. And we're going to call these mock videos. So these are going to just be fake videos. They're not really going to be anything to like, we're going to make one and just copy paste it all over. I do want it to be like equal in length though. Hold on. Let me just like add a random color. This will be changed. Hold on. Okay, so I guess 3 would work. Okay, so 3. And now let's go ahead and just like do like that. Something to just, you know, denote that, you know, a video is supposed to be there. And then let's do a little like play button. And let's make it white or something like that. Oh, nice and white. Or no, let's make it like a gray, a darkish gray. And all the text will be like that color as well. There you go. Make it a little bit wider. There you go. That's a better play button. And now we're going to go ahead and do like, you know, placeholder text or like text that's supposed to representative text. So it looks like this. So this is like the title of the video, and then like the description, like a little mini description of the video. Hold on. A little mini description of the video, right? It's supposed to represent like the lines. I go something like this. Maybe it's a little too much. Let's bring it down to like maybe there. Yeah. And I'll have this copy the same color as this. Cool. Kind of like denoting the view count over here on the side. All right. Now we're going to go and group these all together. And we're just going to go ahead and copy and paste. And now we're going to go ahead and do like this. And let me make sure that hopefully these are like the same. Well, you know, let's hope that they are. And we're going to go ahead and do equal distance. There we go. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. And it's okay if they kind of get cut off. It just, you know, it implies that there's more for the user to, you know, to scroll down to. There you go. And now let's do some like really basic navigation on over here. We're going to go ahead and close this. And we're going to go ahead and call this basic side navigation. Right? And this will just be like, you know, simple, you know, things on the side here like that. So I'll just do like a few. Kind of like that. And just for funsies, let's add one that's like half and half, or not half and half, but like something like this. Something like that. And then we're going to make these all be the same opacity as like this. Maybe a little bit less. There you go. So that's like the navigation on the side. All right, and now let's go ahead and close. Well, let's go ahead and make this invisible real quick. So this is our website so far, our little video site. We should also, wait, we should add a little distinction. Hold on, let me make it a little bit smaller here. Make it centered. And now I'm going to go ahead and do like a line. Kind of like how YouTube has it. And then this will just be like dark gray. There you go. So now if we to remove this for a second, you see there's a little bit of a separation between like, this and this. I want to make this the same height as this over here. There we go. This can be potentially the same height, a little bit taller. Okay, like that. So now there's a separation between like this and this. The content is still in the middle. This will be sort of like empty space, unfortunately. Or we can make, hold on, we can make maybe another line of videos over here. If the user chooses to go in this direction. Again, like this is all like just mock-up. Nothing to, I mean, we haven't even gotten to the actual like assignment yet. Hold on. Hold on. Let's go ahead and get rid of like the side stuff over here. And we're just gonna go ahead and get rid of all this. Get rid of this. Okay, well that's gone. Screw it, whatever. We'll keep it for now. We'll remove it at the end. Okay, so we have our login. Cool, so we have everything that we need so far. So now we can actually do the actual thing. How long have we been live for? Half an hour. Let's go. Have we? Yeah. Okay, so now we can actually do the actual thing. So do the actual, or let's make these gray. And I was just thinking right now, like, let's ungroup these. I just want these players, or these thumbnails, I want them to be gray. Because I want this to be like purple. Let's do like a process like this. It's kind of like curved or whatever. It pops out like that. This whole sign in thing. Let's make it the same color as you. Oh wait, we should make it over here. Hold on. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually do the sign in prompt. Or prompty. Hold on, prompt. There we go. And now we can do big rectangle boy. There we go. And it'll be the same as you. And we're gonna go ahead and curve like this. Same sort of like same curve. Okay. I want this to have, okay, well, we're gonna see if we can get close to like that color then. Almost. Almost. Oh, maybe it should be darker. Not thinking about it. Maybe this should have like an outline? No. This should be way darker. Let's ungroup you. Let's make this the same opacity. And now the sign in, we'll make that like super bright. Okay, and we'll make this be arranged to the front. There you go. All right, so now we have our sign in process. So now we're gonna go ahead and lock this in place. Okay. So now we're gonna go ahead and do another sort of like sign in thing. Let's go ahead and make it nice and thick, bold, pretty large, maybe a little bit larger. There you go. Let's make it white. Bring it on over here. Actually, a really large sign in page. Hold on, let's make it like that. And maybe, okay, maybe not that bold. Or maybe not that big, something like this. Actually, people already know that it's a welcome thing. Let's go ahead and make it like that. And oh, but these two purples are different. Okay, well, that can be remedied pretty easily by, there you go. So now they're the same purple. Easy fix, boys, easy fix. Okay, so let's go back to this. Let's make the actual like areas that you type in. Okay, well, don't know what I was expecting there. Let's do like that. Little purple hint. Trying to think, like this is actually, let's do something like that. So this is the actual sign in, and then we can have an additional square down here to tell them that they're wrong. So this is going to be like the error message down here. So this is going to be like in red, saying, "Oi, you got it wrong, idiot." That's what that's going to be for. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and just type in like username and password and stuff. So let's do, can't even see anything. Is there even, get out of here. Okay, cool. And let's go ahead and type in, oh, because it's too big. I remember, I know why now. Let's make this regular 11-point font. Will it show up? No. Okay. There we go. That's so big. Let's do regular 9-point font. Username. It'll be just like this, or okay, or not. Let's make it off whitish. Okay, or not turn off whitish. Come on, PC, you got this. There we go. There we go. Username. Oh, let's do something like that. Yeah, let's do like a. Yeah, like it says username here. Let's make it a little bit tinier. There we go. And maybe even like, yeah, so username. And password. Okay. So username, passwords. This is going to be a login. Let's make it a little bit thinner, so the user can focus exactly onto just the sign-in process. I want everything to be focused except you. Bring this up a little bit more. Get rid of you. Maybe you. Oh, maybe no. I just want these two. Go up a little bit more. There we go. There's our username and password. And let's go ahead and bring this up a little bit more, because this is like the navigation stuff is going to be here. And now this error screen will be squished here, so our error message will be sent here. The actual, like, the whole point of this exercise is going to be right here in this little red square. Okay, so username and password, and we're just going to create a little like button, or can we copy? just bring that over here and make that the same color as you. Okay, come on. Don't be too shy. Come on, you got this. Don't be shy. Fine. I'll make you myself. Okay. Oh, because it's clear? Oh, I guess that's why. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and bring you over here. Make you the same color as you. Is you. There you go. And or do you want to do an arrow? I think an arrow would be nice. No, let's keep it like that. So let's just do, oh yeah, let's do an arrow. An arrow might be really cool. Arrows are fun. And arrows are fun to make. Let's go ahead and do something like this. And it'll be, let's make it black for now because we're just going to remove it from this, like the difference of it. So this is going to be the little pointy part of the arrow like that. This is going to be the other side. We're going to go and flip it. We're going to go ahead and bring these two boys together. Ooh, let's make these two boys come to the top here. I want to go ahead and make sure that he is nice and cozy with him. That they're kind of like, that they're kind of like up into each other like that, maybe. Make a little straight boy here. Don't worry too much about it not being aligned. We're gonna fix that right now. And these two, they're gonna be like this, and these two, they're gonna be like this. There you go. So now everyone's kind of aligned. Let's go ahead and do that. Flip it over like this. Make it a little bit smaller. Make sure it fits nice and snug in here. There we go, like that. And now we're gonna go ahead and enter these two together. Click on you. Get rid of you. And now there we go. There's our arrow buttons. That's kind of like to say, okay, let's sign in. Is that even like a line? Hold on. Let's do like that. And just out of curiosity, there you go. And now boom, boom. And we're gonna go boom again. Boom. And get rid of you. There you go. So that's going to be our sign in button. And then we can do like a forget password thing because, you know, we want to make it nice and neat. So forgot your password. And now we're going to make that the same color as this. And we're going to make it super tiny. Super tiny. There you go. And we're just going to like do something like that. Or let's do like both. Like forgot your username, forgot your password. Forgot your username. Forgot your username. Forgot your password. There you go. And now the actual error message itself. So let's do like, looks like we couldn't find you. How about we try again? Or like it looks like we couldn't find you. Let's try again. Is that 40 characters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. I gotta count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay, we basically literally have 40. So this is it. This is all we can write. Let's go ahead and make this you. Oh, let's do, okay. I'm trying to think like, okay, so this is 39. Couldn't log you in. Looks like so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Yes, that's 40 characters. There we go. We get to go. Let's go and make this a little bit thinner or thicker so they can see it. Looks like we can log you in. Let's try again. Let's make it like that. And let's add like a little like X, like, oh, something went wrong. This is like in the same style of like the arrow, so it'll just be really easy. So something like that. We're gonna go ahead and flip this boy on over to like that. Flip it, flip it. These two come together. There we go. And now I want to go ahead and combine them together so it's just a little bit easier for us boys. And now little X here. Just to say that something went wrong, like that. So let's go finally combine them all together. So boom, boom, boom. Let's go ahead and do a middle. There we go. So looks like we couldn't log you in. Oh, that's not centered. Okay. And you, I want you two to be centered with each other. And you to be right there. Looks like we couldn't log you in. Looks like we couldn't log you in. Try again. Or is it okay? The challenge specifically is these are the to enter the right email. Okay, so it's specifically talking about the email. So let's go ahead and bring this back. Specifically, the email looks like. Let's do we couldn't find that email. How about we try again? So, okay, now we have to count. We have to do 40 characters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 40. We couldn't find that email. How about let's try again. Is that how we do it? Let's try again. Is it with an apostrophe S? Try. Hold on. Is it let's like apostrophe S? I think it is apostrophe S. So let's try again. I think that is definitely below the 40 limit. Okay, so literally all of this work just for this like red part right here. And oh, I want this to be like italicized because that's cool. Yeah, italicized. And there's our website. This is our video sharing website. So what I want to do is I want to go and clean up a little bit, make this look a little bit nicer. What I like to do is come in here, do like that. Come in here and do something like that. And now we're gonna go ahead and highlight all of you. Okay, we need to unlock these boys real quick. Let's go ahead and just highlight all of you. And I'm gonna come in and just make everything the same shape, just make it easier. Like that. Combine all of you for deletion. Okay, we haven't really highlighted those yet. Okay, and now highlight all of these. And same idea. Just make it nice and clean. Even though in the preview or during the export, it's all gonna be like removed. Okay. Oh, you haven't been. There we go. Let's get rid of this guy. Like that. Okay, whatever. You know, you stay. All right, so that is gonna be it really. I mean, all we really have to do is this. I'm gonna be also kind of doing like a little screenshot of that. This is kind of what we came here for. This is Well, actually, this little like red thing right here is what we spend how long doing? How long have we been here for? I was able to almost get an hour's worth of stuff just and all we had to do was this. All right, well, that is it for today. We successfully, I think, finished the project. We were able to write down the less than 40 characters. We have told our user that we couldn't find that email. Let's try again, that their email was wrong. Actually, let's do email. There we go. That their email was wrong. Let's do forgot email. There we go. And yeah, I think that is golden. I think we're good to go. And I'm gonna go ahead and just like post this on my portfolio. I think, yeah, I'm proud of it. I like this. I like all the way down. Even though purple's kind of a little bit off, but you know, don't worry about it. This is what we came here for. Anyway, thank you so much for coming in. It's a very short stream, nothing too fancy. Again, scenario, the user entered the wrong email address to sign into their account. Tell the user to enter the right email. That's exactly what we did, I think. And yeah, that is it, boys. Thank you all for coming here today. Super short. Tomorrow will be Call of Duty Zombies because apparently Biomutant is really boring. So we're going to be doing something completely different. Call of Duty Zombies, hopefully it works again. I'm really hoping it does. If it doesn't, then I guess it's a break day. And then on Wednesday, it'll be a sort of VTuber app thing. It's going to be very similar to what we're doing today, but almost identical to what we're doing today, but not so much the sign-in stuff, but rather designing the layout of the actual like website itself, and then a continuation on Friday of that. And if not, then we'll just do another one of these on Friday. But anyway, that's kind of it for today. Let's see, can we make it to the 1 hour mark? Almost. Let's wait a little bit here for the 1 hour mark because I want like that nice even 1 hour. But yeah, so going back to what happened in today's Subnautica stream towards the end, I know I kind of talked about it at the beginning of this stream, but yeah, let's see how what happens tomorrow and in relation to that job offer, or not job offer, but like that interview process. Considering that there was again only 8 applicants, that's pretty good. And the fact that they want to interview me, that means that maybe I'm part of the final group of people. So, you know. And I feel like it'd be such a relief to know that I got it, or it'll be a really big relief once I know that like I now have a pretty stable source of income. And then from there, I can invest a lot more into the stream. There's some things that I do want to buy, things that I do want to get, like either learn how to do things like macros on my keyboard or whatever. You know, I was thinking about a stream deck, but ultimately I do want to get a brand new PC at some point. I know it is kind of impossible to get a computer right now. I think I've kind of complained about that enough for the past 30,000 streams that I've had so far, but yeah, I do want to get a new PC at some point. I kind of have everything kind of planned out. I was even considering getting all of the components that I could already get right now, and then kind of just like, you know, hunt down pretty much the last 2 important things, which is the GPU and the CPU. Maybe the motherboard might be an issue, but we'll see. You know, I feel like, well, the thing is, the reason why I'm not too like, you know, crazy about it now is because I don't really have the money to do it. I did get a temporary job that I'll be, you know, attending next week, and basically for an entire month, that's what I'm going to be doing, until we move. And yeah, and with that money, I hope to maybe upgrade my computer. My calculations are actually, you know, let me go ahead and bust out the calculator real quick in terms like a little salary calculator. Let's see how much I'll end up getting. I won't really say the exact number, but let's do that. And how many hours per pay period? Let's do 40. No, let's do 35. Let's be safe and do 35. So 35 times 4 is 140, right? 35 plus 35 is 70. 70 plus 70 is 140. That's like for a week. Okay, so all right, so I'm bringing back like nothing, but yeah, that's how much I'm willing. So okay, so what could I get with that? I could definitely attempt to get the CPU with that. Oh, well, I mean, like if I were able to get both components, the GPU and the CPU at MSRP, I could get both. Um, However, MSRP, it's a little bit of a yikes. I gotta have to like really camp out at those websites and hope for the best. Um, but yeah, let's see. I mean, or maybe let me go ahead and actually like do the best case scenario where I work 40 hours a week. So 40 times 4 is 160. Okay, well, it goes up by. Okay, well, not the best, but whatever. I think it's fine. I get whatever I can get. Maybe I can do like some other things in the meantime. I don't know. Okay, whatever. Anyway, I think it's a little bit too. We're getting too much into it. But ultimately, I do want to get a new PC. I do have an idea of what I want it to be, and what it's going to be used for, and or like how I want it to be designed and stuff. And I feel like we're gonna get there, assuming everything goes well tomorrow. Assuming everything goes well. If it does go well, then it'll be a lot easier to get this PC. I mean, I was even considering like at some point to just get like a to get like a pre-built and take out the parts that I want and sell the rest or keep the rest for whatever reason. I was even considering like taking that PC, like getting the pre-built, getting the components that I like, right, which would be the GPU and the CPU, right? Switch it out switch out the components that I want with the components that I currently have in my current PC and use my current PC as like a streaming computer solely. So, because I'm pretty sure my CPU or even my GPU is good enough to do, like it's just streaming and that's it, So I feel like if we, had that dual PC setup, that'd be really cool. But yeah, anyway, that is that might be a dream that might come to fruition tomorrow. Let's see what happens. If they do end up calling, at least, and if I do end up getting it. But anyway, that is enough for today. 1 hour, we hit it. I'll go ahead and check you guys out in the next one. Bye-bye tomorrow. Shut up. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.